Many greetings to you, good people. Hope you are doing fine. I'm glad to be catching up with you once again as we welcome the El Nino that will be raining over here as predicted by the weatherman. In our tree nursery today for routine work, inspecting how people are working, but I've also been visited around, and so get to hear from our visitors, their mission, you know. But importantly, you can see the beauty of our tree nursery. All these are thousands of tree seedlings that we are producing, and a great team of guys who are just working over there. And also, I was wearing this because of the scorching sun. Yeah, because the sun was a bit scorching, but right now it is better. So right, this was designed, I got it from some guy who is so creative. So he's done some polythene on top, and he has done some weaving here. Right, so let's get moving. We get to see what is taking place and what our visitors have for us. Things are nice here, you know, walking in the nursery. And today it is so cool around here. You can hear some birds singing. Things are quite good. Right, so welcome guys to all this stuff.
My name is Eden. I'm the founder of Greencover Trees Kenya, and it's such a pleasure to visit this nursery today and see what our other friends are doing in the same field. So we feel so excited because we are moving forward, we're doing great things, we are result oriented, and as you can see, my background speaks for itself. I am excited to be here and happy to engage.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
So nice catching up with her in this work. The founder of Green Cover. We are promoting green life. She's promoting Green Cover, you know. And we also have got John Linus here. John.
Hi everyone, my name is John Linus. John Linus is a student, but also I'm a champion driver. Advocate for sustainable development goals, but mostly on climate action. So with us, we paid a visit to these great people doing amazing work in Migori County to appreciate them and equally motivate them in the great work they're doing. So currently they have more than over millions of tree seedlings around. What they need is market for them to get the right people to plant them all over the country, and also to have a very good county, Migori County. So we call on board all partners, all stakeholders who need trees to pay a visit, see the trees they have. They have both indigenous fruit trees and equally the exotic ones. So if they can come, pick some few trees, plant them and make the world more sustainable. Otherwise, thank you.
Yeah, thank you. As you've heard from the real champions, these guys are great champions in these matters. We are raising tree seedlings, and not just for commercial purposes. We want to see a better ecosystem. We want to see a transformed ecosystem. You know, Africa used to be so beautiful. It used to be a very natural land with our indigenous trees until modernity came in, until we thought we were getting modern, but we went an opposite path, you know. And since then, our ecosystem has changed. We've lost our beautiful birds, we've lost our beautiful trees, we've lost our soil is eroded into the rivers and finally into Lake Victoria. I don't know if from Lake Victoria our soils are gone. I don't know if after our soil is eroded into, take example, River Migori.
Yes.
Where it proceeds to Lake Victoria.
Yes.
Does it proceed to the Red Sea? Because
No,
Lake
not
Victoria
really.
empties
Actually,
to the
now
Red Sea.
it is affecting the fishing practices in Lake Victoria because now with the silting, the lake volumes are reducing, and this is actually affecting the people around the lake economically, and we're not getting clean waters as were before. So the soil erosion is real. So even farmers' productivity is reduced. So we need to restore our riverbeds. We need to restore so that we can be able to eventually help with the flow to Lake Victoria. We can have a cleaner lake. We
Yeah.
can go back to the good fish we used to enjoy those days.
Yeah.
Because now, economically speaking, Lake Victoria is struggling in terms of fish production, and now we need to actually envision a situation where our farmers are sensitized in terms of the erosion, and this is causing a lot of silting.
Yeah.
So we're also advocating for bamboo planting on the riverbed, on the river lines, to just ensure that we are doing riverine restoration so that we can have clean rivers, clean rivers. And this is something we are doing together. We are collaborating with partners. We are collaborating with Green Life here. We are championing the change that we need to see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guys, you can hear that. And you know what is worrying me? John, perhaps you can just join us in this
Yes.
conversation, because my concern, what is worrying me most, is that we get a lot of soil going down the river, then it is swept into Lake Victoria. How many tons of soil do you imagine could be going into Lake Victoria? And how much space is being occupied instead of water is occupied by silt? And could this get to a point that we would some days lose Lake Victoria? No.
Well, it's a slow process that is actually taking a big chunk of the lake, and you see Lake Victoria being that it's a freshwater lake, so there's
Yeah.
inlets and outlets.
Yeah.
Of course, downstream is where the problem is, and you see also this happens even when the fertilizers are swept into the
Yeah,
lake.
yeah.
These are poisonous things to the water life. I mean, there's so much effect, even in terms of the volumes that farmers are losing, because with silting, it means there's a lot of erosion, means productivity, even
Yeah.
for the farmer, is not on a high, because when you have a lot of erosion on the farms, that's when we have the silting into the rivers and downwards into the lake. I mean, this one is affecting farmers. So we need to work on an ecosystem where we are balancing the biodiversity of this area, so that it's not just about the what is on the ground, the trees. It's also what is in the water.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Thank you, John. John, you have anything to add on that? You know, this
Yeah.
erosion thing, I think it is what we need to really address. Yes.
Generally, it starts with individual responsibility.
Yes.
Right.
Then after knowing what you are eyeing for or what you need for a better future, is then we incorporate other persons, we create awareness, we tell people that there is need to do this and this, there is need to conserve environment, there is need even to, it is not all about planting trees.
Yeah.
Generally, we create advocacy for a better world, in that for Lake Victoria, we champion to make Lake Victoria breathe again.
Yeah.
In that we need there are a lot of plastics in Lake Victoria.
Yeah.
This needs to start from our home-based. We start with home-based solutions. Then from there we go towards Lake Victoria. If we start with advocacy from here, the farmers here will know that there's need to do this and this and this.
Right.
Then doing it collaboratively will make a better impact.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so talking to the people of Migori, talking to our leaders and the entire population of Migori, we particularly Greencover, and Joint Hands Green Life. What is driving us is the desire to see a green ecosystem.
Yes.
And that's why we are producing seedlings all over.
Yes.
And I think the next time you'll be watching us on video, we'll be showing you what Eden is doing at their tree nursery, raising tree seedlings.
Yes.
But now it is a little disappointing. We are raising these tree seedlings, but very few people are coming on board to see that they get planted. Am I right?
Yes, it's a big challenge like any other business. This is a big challenge. However, we are now talking climate action. We're not sitting back, we are taking action, and we are the people who are taking that action. And with your help, we are going to amplify what we are doing and involve other stakeholders to make the change that is visible, that is measurable, that is for our future generation. We want to create an impact. We want to create an unforgettable impact in this space.
Yeah.
So we're not just saying that we want to plant trees. We're actually saying we want to grow trees. We want to plant trees that we can see in the future. So we are in the nurturing space. We are just not planting trees, just producing mass seedling production, and we're not. We want to see them in our farms. We want to see them in our forests. We want to actually mitigate we want to take action so that we can counter the losses from uncontrolled logging and all this uncontrolled planting of invasive species.
Yeah.
So we want to see a space where we are having a naturally regenerative county, and we want to see us going out there and impacting children in the schools, so
Yeah.
that we are creating a flow of things that even when we are long gone, they will still have the memories to continue running with this
And
great task.
you just raised a point
Yes.
that got me concerned.
Yeah.
We produce so many seedlings, but as to whether they really translate finally into trees is another big question.
Yes.
Because mostly people do tree planting,
Yes.
but do we grow them?
Yeah.
Yeah, so sometimes we just plant, but we never take time to see that they become trees.
Yes.
I witnessed a case in which people move into schools and plant trees and go their way. Then the tree seedlings follow them.
It is true, because we need to look at the seasons. It's not just about planting, you just don't plant. Trees actually are living things.
Yeah.
They need to be nurtured to grow. So we are in the right season right now. Migori County is experiencing a good amount of rainfall. So we have good moisture content in the soil, and our soils are rich. So we are able to do this sustainably, and we are able to grow these trees. Come next time, same time next year, we'll be able to visit our plantations and say, look what we did. And that is what we're advocating for. It's not just about massive production of tree seedlings. We want to see these tree seedlings in the next 5 years. And you see, like what we have here is something we're looking forward to seeing all over this county.
Actually,
all
true.
right.
Yeah. Guys, those are the trees that were planted before by people whom we do not know, but look, they've become trees. At one point they were seedlings. Today they are trees. So help us to convert all these seedlings into trees.
Let's go, let's do this, because we can do it.
Yeah.
We can do it because we are the people who can create that change.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Thank you.